want to share something absolutely heartbreaking with you, as it perfectly illustrates how just vile so many people can be online, and how life ruination is their real end goal if people even bother to be mildly kind to each other. I've had a internet friend for quite some time, named Melanie Mack. And I wouldn't, we're not like besties. We comment back and forth. We talk occasionally in DMs about like related, topical news and video game stuff, or, the culture battle. And I found out last night that people called her company for daring to just interact with me to get her fired from GameStop. It's absolutely pathetic. Take a look at this.
One of the more prominent things and one of the more recognizable things that people recognize me from is when I hosted for Gamestop TV, which I did for about 4 years. So the first time I really came under fire from the public, I made a tweet about Lara Croft, about how I miss her old design, stuff like that. I actually really liked her old design, the curvy femme fatale. I'm very passionate about this because I'm a big Tomb Raider fan. Some guy who used to work in the gaming industry, I'm not even going to use his name, replied to me and basically was calling me an internalized misogynist. That whole dialogue kind of went viral. Even some social commentary content creators. The quartering was one of them. He made a video about it. That's how I even found out about the quartering, and we later became friends as a result. Let's just say that was the first of multiple occasions that people have tried to cancel me because I don't subscribe to the woke agenda. Then I got another call on me because someone was mad about me being friends with the quartering. And I got another call from GameStop when that happened. And they didn't even know who he was. My contact there didn't. He's like, who is this quartering guy? And somebody said he's a white supremacist and said you were friends with a white supremacist. I don't understand what's going on. I'm sure it's another crazy thing. But I just want to let you know what's going on in that. I got to a point to where I felt like I couldn't even openly interact with the quartering that often. I like to be friends with people of a variety of beliefs and backgrounds and views and all that kind of stuff. I don't have the exact same views as any of my friends. I had somebody from that fake woke crowd reply to me and go, oh snap, like they just exposed me, like, oh snap, wait, I just noticed you follow Gina Carano, you're ruined now. That was their exact words. You are ruined now.
You serious?
Your host, she follows Gina Carano.
Now, who is Melanie Mack? Well, she hosted GameStop TV for 4 years, I think longer than any other female host they ever had. And eventually, GameStop TV was scuttled or shut down. And her and all of her other hosts were put out of work. But this is an extraordinarily frustrating thing for me to hear because, when people have a problem with something I say, for example, they come to me, it affects me directly. I can handle it. Weirdos calling my parents' house, messaging my in-laws. These are all things that have happened to me. People trespassing on my home and spray painting things on my shed. That happened. I don't talk about these things because it gives them the attention that they want. And I would rather just leave another bear trap on the lot line and handle it that way. But that's neither here nor there. But it's also part of the reason I'm moving. But when even a casual relationship, it's not like Melanie and I have ever even collaborated. I've never met her. I don't think, I might have made a video or two on a situation where some male feminist said that she was a misogynist because she liked Lara Croft's thin frame and busty figure versus the dressed down version. And what this is a huge narrative breaker, right? This is a a massive issue for male feminists, or pick-me people, as she calls them, who think that all women want other women who are, bland and not spicy. Data disproves that. Men and women both prefer good-looking men and women. Not all of us are super beautiful people, but what people like to consume in general hasn't changed since, we started collecting data in the 40s and 50s in marketing. It's a huge, mind-blowing thing when a female likes a strong, sensual female character, because it destroys the narrative of a lot of these weirdo pick-me male feminists who think that by somehow making female characters uglier, and that's what they're doing. They are making them more plain. They're making them androgynous. I mean, all we need to do is look at Abby from The Last of Us 2. They're purposely, and look, I'm not saying there's anything inherently wrong with it. All I'm saying is they're doing it. What their reasons are, I'd be curious to know, because we know that that's not what people actually want. And so generally, anytime somebody goes after somebody that I care about or that I'm friends with, I make a point to defend them. It's something I've always done. And it's kind of what I want people to remember me by long after my YouTube career is done, is that at least this dude backed his friends. And, it sure would be a shame if I spotlighted her brand new YouTube channel, which is a social commentary channel, just like mine, only somebody who's much better looking doing the videos and has a much different perspective, a perspective of a woman, a woman. I'm going to leave her channel in the pinned comment below. I've already subscribed to it. And I watched this video last night about, why she no longer works for Gamestop. And I noticed that she had mentioned me in it and that people tried to get her fired for it, which is totally cowardly. And I started watching this video too, which is interesting. I think Melanie has a natural knack for this if she commits to it. I'll tell her publicly I'll tell you what I told her privately. I said, get a pop filter first and foremost. But then also, commit daily videos. Don't just do like 3 or 4 videos. Don't make me regret this shout out, Melanie. I think she has very interesting things to say and from a unique perspective. And, I think people should consider subscribing to her channel. But, just like with Trillium, just like with Melanie, just like with MXR Plays, or, whatever the case may be, Ishra Gaming, don't just do it because I told you to. Watch a video or two and see if you want to support her, because it was really heartbreaking. Essentially people dug into her social media back to when she was 17 years old, trying to get her fired for that kind of stuff. It's absolutely pathetic. And if nothing else, all I can do is make sure that she gets a ton of support on her YouTube channel. And hopefully she continues, publishing. Her other YouTube channel is mostly about gaming. She's not a fake gamer girl. She's like an actual gamer. I know she streams on Twitch and loves Tomb Raider and stuff like that. But it's really sad to hear that that people would do that. I have a lot of friends. I won't say friends. There are a lot of people I talk to in DMs who are from the exact opposite position. And we always treat each other cordially. I don't want to name names because it would actually be bad for them if it got out that we're talking. That's how messed up their side is. These cancel culture weirdos. Their side is so messed up that there are several men and women who I would have at one time, or maybe do still call SJWs, that we have very cordial, kind conversations in DMs. And as a professional courtesy, even if that isn't returned, even if the favor wasn't returned, I would never out them because it would ruin their life. And it's sickening to see people do this to somebody that I like. You know, Melanie did a really cool project with the military a little while back, and I know she's a kind of a traditional lady, reads scripture and stuff like that, and just a good egg. So I'm going to leave a link to her channel in the pinned comment down below. Even if you don't subscribe, maybe send some positivity her way. And I always like to do the uncanceling when we can. So let's uncancel Melanie. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.